It's the National Football League on EA Sports. And if it's in the game, it's in the game. It's the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Indianapolis Colts under the lights on Monday night.
Just a few blocks down the street from the state capitol in Indiana, it's Lucas Oil Stadium, downtown Indianapolis, the home of the Colts. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico, Greg Olsen. Greg, this is one that the defensive coordinators have had a long week because these quarterbacks, you can prepare for them, but because of their legs, you never know what they're going to do.
And when the play breaks down, I think that's where the real fun begins. I mean, it is just so hard. You mentioned it. These defensive coordinators, they spend all week, and every time the ball is snapped, you really have to defend two plays. And what I mean is you defend the initial play that's called by the offense in the huddle, and then you also have to defend the scramble play, the breakdown, the improv. That's what makes these quarterbacks so dangerous, and it just takes one breakdown defensively for a big play, and it's 6.
He fields it at the 8. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Steelers led out by their quarterback, Russell Wilson. Still strange to not see him in a Seattle uniform where he was for a decade, a couple of years with the Broncos. And now Greg, the 9-time Pro Bowler, year 1 in Pittsburgh.
Let's not forget, Mike, not too long ago, Russell Wilson was not only the face and one of the top superstars of the NFL, he was a bona fide Hall of Fame quarterback. So the talent and the resume, it's still there. He puts together one of those vintage performances we've seen throughout the years. This team's going to be hard to beat.
Here's a 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's complete. Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, it's Wilson. He'll tuck it and take off. A big play there on the scramble. It's a gain of 34.
You know this defense worked all week defending this quarterback as a scrambler, as a runner. But sometimes it's just hard to simulate until you see him in real life, his speed, his ability to create. We saw him get him here early on a big scramble. He's able to pick up the first down and keep the drive alive.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And he'll plow forward for a gain of 4 yards. Here's a 2nd and 6. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
He's got it at the 3.
I really like the balance that they've showed so far on this drive, Mike, and what that does is it makes the defense have to defend the entire field. The run game and the pass game, everything looks the same. There's no tells. So they can't afford to just dial up certain schemes to take away a run or a pass. They've got to defend the entire playbook, and so far they've done a great job on this drive doing just that.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
This defense holding tight. Now from the 3-yard line, they'll try to stop 3rd and goal. They'll try to run with Harris. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Najee Harris, touchdown Steelers. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Chris Boswell on for the point after. The kick is good. And the Steelers will take a 7-0 lead. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Anthony Gould now to return. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. Indianapolis led out by their quarterback, Anthony Richardson. The number 4 overall pick in 2023. Had some highlight moments, but injured most of the year. Greg now in his 2nd year in the NFL out of Florida.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year 2. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year 2, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year 2 is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like for any young quarterback. Well, we knew coming into this one, Mike, that we were going to see a lot of this guy, and we knew we'd see a lot of him early. And if that first play is any indication of the rest of this game, this defense is going to have their hands full containing him.
He's got the big man, Mo Alley-Cox.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 2nd down, Richardson. That's complete. Jonathan Taylor out of the backfield.
We're starting to see this so often, Mike. The days of just having a running back who you're just going to turn around and hand it to, yes, that's still a critical part of NFL offensive football, but their ability to be used in the passing game, just one more thing for the defense to have to defend, make them go sideline to sideline, line of scrimmage to the end zone, defend every blade of grass, and a really good running back goes a long way in doing that. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Out of shotgun, Richardson. He'll get that one to Taylor, complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
Here's 3rd and 7. From the gun, Richardson. He gets this one complete to Pittman. A pickup there of 13. That's good for a Colts 1st down.
You can't run plays like this, Mike, if you don't have incredible pass protection. I mean, he started on the left side of the formation, and look how far he had to go across the field before that ball was caught. That's going to take time. That's going to take a lot of trust in that quarterback, in his protectors, to know he can stand tall in that pocket and wait for his receiver to break open.
Off he goes. He's going to be marked down at the 12-yard line.
You know, Mike, I like everything about this play except the very end. You've already picked up good yardage. You've already picked up the first down. Now get down on the ground and protect yourself. There's no reason to take those shots.
Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. To throw, it's Richardson. That's the tight end, Mo Cox. And he's close to another first down as he's brought down just shy of the marker.
And this is where the versatility of the tight end position really starts coming into play. Not only do they have to line up with their hand on the ground, but they can occasionally split out in the slot. And man, they're too fast for linebackers, and a lot of times they're too big for defensive backs.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. He's got his big tight end, Mo Cox. Touchdown, Colts.
And what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come over with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Matt Gay on for the extra point. It's up and good. And the Colts come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense ready to get going with their 2nd possession. We'll try to break out of this deadlock. We are all even at 7 as they start this drive, 1st and 10. They go play action with Wilson. That'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kenny Moore. And he's going to be brought down. What a turn of events here. He has given his guys 1st and 10 in the red zone.
Mike, these are just throws you're not accustomed to seeing, especially from a quarterback that has played this much football. He's been around the NFL for a long time. He's got to make better decisions. Costly mistakes like that are going to kill his team.
The Colts offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They'll begin with the football in the red zone already as the defense has their back to the wall to start this drive. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think this is something we're going to continue to see today, Mike, as this game goes along. They're going to make the defense make a decision. Do you want to account for the running back, or do you want to account for the quarterback? In this case, they choose the running back, and the quarterback makes them pay by picking up the 1st down.
And he'll take it on in. Mo Cox. Touchdown, Indy. Make it 2 touchdowns in the very 1st quarter of play. What an opening quarter he is having. Greg, that is 2 touchdown receptions here in the 1st quarter.
Mike, all this guy has to do is keep this pace up, and he's going to have himself 8 touchdowns. But in all seriousness, if I'm this quarterback, I'm not looking anywhere else until this defense proves they have an answer. Because right now, they don't have one.
Now Gay for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Colts will move out to a 14-7 lead. team's ready to go once more as the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense getting set to get back to work. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a first down. Throwing is Wilson. Catch made by Pickens.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard it.
An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Out of the gun, here's Russ. Catch is made. That is Williams. 15 yards through the air. Good for a Steeler first down.
And if he's late with that throw, Mike, there's a really good chance a defender could have made a play on it. But he does a beautiful job. He puts the ball out in front of his shoulder, leads the receiver, and allows him to get upfield and pick up the first down.
Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Wilson. There's a short one caught by Freiermuth. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Throwing again, Wilson. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's Washington, the man in motion. They'll try to run for it with Harris. It's a gain of 12 there. That's a Steeler first down.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the first quarter, and at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Wilson. He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throw away.
The offense goes from feeling really good about the previous play with a real nice pickup to then on the ensuing play ending up going the complete opposite direction. Really nice job here by the defense immediately getting back on track. What do the coaches say? Just play the next play. And that's exactly what they did.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Now Wilson. Into the hands of Pickens. Well, that helps. It's going to be a much more manageable third down, getting some good yardage on that 2nd down play. So we've played one quarter here on a Monday night. It's the Colts out to the early lead. We'll come back to Indianapolis in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Now Russ. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
It's rare to see an offense that finds themselves trailing and say, well, their quarterback's been actually one of their biggest bright spots. Usually that doesn't go hand in hand, so it's a little surprising to see him miss a throw like that on a day where he's completed passes at a highly efficient rate.
Personal foul, roughing the kicker, defense.
So the mistake there, the roughing call on the field goal, They'll take the 3 points off the board, keep possession of the ball, and have it first down. Here's Wilson to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. On second down, a run with Harris. And the Steelers are going to be set up with first and goal. He couldn't quite break the plane, but they'll have it at the 1-yard line.
Second down at these distances, Mike, you pretty much anticipate a pass, and I think that's what the defense was lined up thinking. In this case, they leave a little too much room on the ground, and the offense is able to pick up a first down.
They'll run with Harris. He slams it in there, and he is in. Najee Harris, touchdown Pittsburgh. That's his second touchdown so far here in the first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his second rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. Josh Downs now on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense headed back to take over once more. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. He keeps it himself.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good gain.
A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. Richardson will give it to Taylor. And he'll get the first down there, a pickup of about 5 yards. An injured player on the field, and it's the running back, Jonathan Taylor. The training staff going to look and will step out for a moment. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Here's Richardson. Quick throw, taken in. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver, who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hand, and results in a completion.
Now here's a keeper on the zone read. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
This defense has had their share of troubles trying to contain this quarterback today, Mike. This time they go to the zone read. The defender goes after the running back, and the quarterback pulls it, keeps it himself, and has a huge gain for a first down.
On the ground, this is Sermon. The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. They face 2nd down and 7. Richardson operating from the pistol. Open man. That's Alec Pierce. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, balls on time, results in a nice first down pickup.
They've got it at the 8, first down and goal. Richardson to throw. That's hauled in at the 2. And he's in. Anthony Gould. Touchdown, Indianapolis. And the show continues. What a first half he's had, Greg. A third touchdown pass with that one.
Mike, what stood out to me the most so far is just the amount of space these guys have had to operate in. I think if I'm this defensive coordinator, me and my staff at halftime are revisiting this game plan. They obviously felt good about it coming in, but I don't think there's anything to feel good about thus far.
Gay to add the PAT. His kick is good. And the Colts have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there. Steelers offense and running back Najee Harris getting set to take over once more. From 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And some space opens as he's brought down following a gain of 6. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the shotgun, Wilson. That's over the middle and taken in by Freiermuth. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Trying left side, and here's Harris. He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick. Take him down behind the line.
Every team makes an emphasis on winning first down, but as a defense, when you're able to take them back for a loss, second and long, you can really become more of a pass-centric defense and really tips the scales into your favor.
Wilson to throw. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
Third and long. Now it's Wilson. Here's a screen set up for Warren. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple of yards shy of the first down. Here comes fourth down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on third down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on fourth down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a fourth and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this fourth down.
Now a fair catch, and it's going to be a long field. They'll take over right about their own 13. The Colts offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They'll begin inside their own 15-yard line, so a lot of real estate to cover. It's first and 10. Here's Sermon. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run here with Sermon. And he'll get maybe about 4 yards out of that one. Lane closed quickly. And here comes 3rd down. From the gun, Richardson. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
You can tell the quarterback has built a lot of confidence in his ability to make plays today with his feet. The defense has had a hard time keeping him in check, and this time, much better job in pursuit. Even though he was able to get outside the pocket, they were able to chase him down and bring him down for a sack.
So, on 4th down, the Colts send out Rigoberto Sanchez to punt. Back deep to receive is Calvin Austin. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They've got great starting position with a short field as they try to get back in this one. It is 1st and 10. Give up the middle to Harris. And he's fighting to try to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not do it. This is going to be a loss of a yard.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. He's going to be taken down at about the 30.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play caller. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
A run. Here's Harris. And he'll get about 5. So, 2 minutes to play in a back-and-forth first half. We'll come back to Indianapolis after this. They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Here's Wilson. Laying out, and he made the catch. What a play. 17 yards on the gain, and now they've got 1st and goal.
So, Mike, you look back at the quarterback and you see that this ball is coming out of his hand and it's going to be low. And the decision's made. You've got to go down to the ground to secure the catch. First order of business. Your hands are between the ground and the ball, no matter what that looks like. And then once you secure it, you've got to roll, protect the ball.
Oh, in trouble. Down he goes.
Field goals and takeaways. That's the 2 goals anytime a defense finds themselves in a goal-to-go situation. Now after that 1st down sack, I think the odds are a little bit more in their favor. Can they hold up here on 2nd and 3rd down? And if they can make the offense settle for 3, man, that's a huge win for this defense.
1st down was not very good. Here's 2nd and goal. Wilson lines up in the pistol. That is caught at the 3. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the first half clock. Line of scrimmage, the 3. 3rd and goal. Throwing is Wilson. To the end zone there, but it is incomplete.
Teams practice these situations all week long, Mike. Down here in the tight red zone, you find yourself inside the 10-yard line. You're thinking, we've got to come away with a touchdown. Well, after that third down incomplete, it's going to be real interesting to see how they approach this fourth down after failing on third.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will cut the lead down to 4.
You know, I think it's safe to say here, Mike, as this offense leaves the field, they wanted to stay out there and go for it. But I think in this case, the coach is playing the long game. He understands that these 3 points now can end up being very valuable as this game moves along.
On the return, this is Downs. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Colts offense going to get it one final time in this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. That's the tight end, Mo Alley Cox. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Throwing, Richardson. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
Here in the first half, we've seen nothing but connections from these two guys. I mean, they've come out completely on fire, so the defense finally gets a stop, and really the first time we've seen these guys be a little bit off.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Richardson gonna look to throw. That one into the hands of Downs. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's gonna set up 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Richardson gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And he's going to have the first down taken down after a short pickup of 5, but it will keep the drive going. Here's Richardson. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out in front.
Throwing on 2nd down, Richardson. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much, and welcome in everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. We saw a strong first half out of the mobile quarterback, Anthony Richardson. He got off to a hot start with 2 first-quarter touchdown passes, threw another for good measure in the 2nd quarter. So he has been on target throughout.
Coach, thank you. Not a rest at the break for the defensive coordinators, trying to figure out how to stop these offenses as we get ready for the second half. On the return, this is Downs. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The home team's offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Off the zone read, this is Richardson. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line.
Oftentimes, the more success you have as a quarterback keeping the ball, the more attention that you're going to get from the defense, and I think that's exactly the case here. They've been burned a few times by this guy already today, but this time they were ready for him.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. That's to the right side and incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
From the gun on third down, Richards, a throw right side is intercepted. Picked off by Joey Porter Jr.
So we saw in the first half, Mike, they were willing to take some risks. It allowed them to build this halftime lead. Now the opposing sideline, they're looking to fight back. They're looking to cut that lead down. That's what that coverage seemed. It looked like they baited that quarterback to force that errant throw and lead to that turnover. Now it's their offense coming back on the field with a chance to cut this deficit.
The visitors' offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. On the give, it's Harris. And he will lose yardage on the play. They knock him back to midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
That's pulled in. Najee Harris. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up third down.
I wouldn't be surprised if some point here in the future, Mike, this quarterback drops back. It looks like the same old hitch route underneath, and they give a pump fake and go. You can lull a defense to sleep with a lot of these underneath quick game passes, and once you do, you can try to go for the big one.
This one grabbed by Austin. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
He's in a really nice rhythm here on third down. He appears very comfortable operating out of the gun, and he's able to find his man near the sideline, and he's able to extend this drive.
On first down, it's Harris. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
On second down, Russ. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at man coverage as like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
You can see this connection is just starting really to pick up. They're seeing the game through the same set of eyes, and that is the job of the receiver. What is my quarterback expecting from me? Where does he want me? Be there on time, and it leads to big gains like this.
Now Wilson on first down. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
From the gun, it's Wilson. That's right side and brought in by Williams.
After that first down sack, I think we both kind of looked at each other and said, all right, well, there goes this drive. But a really nice job there in the passing game on second down. That big chunk brings them from second and long to now at least third and manageable.
Here now, 3rd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Russ. That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
I like the idea of taking your shot there on 3rd down, pushing the ball downfield, looking for the touchdown. But now as it brings up 4th down, you're already this close. You're in field goal range, but do you keep that offense on the field and try to maintain possession and see if you can come away with 6? It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
Back out is Boswell following the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. Here's the Indianapolis offense. Now as they get set to take over once more, their lead is just a point as they begin it on this drive with 1st and 10. Richardson. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. He was looking for Michael Pittman with that one, and that will lead to a 2nd down.
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
The drag route. We used to say this is day 1 install. Every single offense in the NFL has this sort of route, especially for the tight end position. And depending on the speed and the run after catch ability of the tight end, sometimes it can lead to some of the biggest gains.
They'll try and run for this. It's Taylor. And that call will not get it done. The defense ready, stopping him behind the line of scrimmage. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
The Colts about set to punt, as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. Fair catch made here, and the drive will start at the 23-yard line. The visitors' offense and Russell Wilson set to take over once more. And he has been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been picked apart. That is borne out in those impressive numbers. He has been terrific all game long. And they're going to mark him down up past the 35.
And this is where the speed of your inside receivers are so critical. He lines up in the right slot. But, Mike, look how far he covers to where he ended up receiving that ball. You can't have all day. Those defensive linemen, they are coming after your quarterback. So the speed in the slot is critical. That's a great example why.
On the handoff, here's Harris running right. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Another run here with Harris. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. Julian Blackman comes up from the safety spot to bring him down. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll give it to Harris again. 16-yard pickup on that one. Good for a Steeler 1st down.
There's a big conversation going on right now around the NFL about what is the true value of having a run game. And I've always thought it comes down to being good at 3 situations. Can you run the ball in the 4th quarter with a lead? How well can you run the ball on the goal line? And then in this case, how well can you run the ball in short yardage situations?
They run with Warren. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. Second down and 8. Now they'll throw it with Wilson. Now a screen set up for Harris. Good hustle by the defense. They beat the offensive lineman to the blocks there. No gain on that screen pass.
It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive lineman to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers in secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all three levels played disciplined, good football with good vision. And that's why they're able to stop him for no gain.
He's got it at about the 8, and he will get into the end zone. Mike Williams, touchdown Steelers. A terrific play all the way around, finished off by the receiver, who not only made the grab, but Greg turned it up and takes it into the end zone.
And that's the tricky part, Mike, that transition from receiver to runner. And in this case, he does it flawlessly. Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then get upfield and get yourself in the end zone.
So now, with the lead up to 5, they're going to go for 2 and try to extend it out to 7.
The Steelers will line up for the 2-point conversion.
From the shotgun, Wilson. This is caught. He's got it. And they tack 2 more onto their lead.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. On the return, this is Downs. And they'll bring him down just shy of the 30-yard line. The home team's offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. And a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Zone read. It's a give to Taylor. And he'll manage to work this forward to the 37. Peyton Wilson that time in on the stop. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man. That's Downs. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
When you decide to throw the ball on 3rd and 1, typically, Mike, what you're doing is you start from the top down. If you have the big shot downfield, take it. If not, the quarterback works through his progression, finds the medium target, picks up a 1st down.
1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Taylor. Can he get away? No! He's taken down behind the line. Good job by the defense with a negative play.
Number 1 rule of run blocking for the offensive line is you don't want to allow penetration. It just doesn't give your running back any angles to cut and find the hole. It's exactly how it played out here. They've got to do a better job holding the line of scrimmage and not getting pushed back.
That's complete to his running back, Taylor. And he can't get away. They rally to the football on defense and bring him down for no gain. They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Now Richardson. So, 3 quarters now in the books. Back with more Monday Night Football after this. Here's Richardson. Going to keep this himself. Oh, no dice there. He is met and tackled behind the line of scrimmage.
The decision whether to keep the ball or to hand it to the back happens so fast. In this case, the quarterback thinks it was a keep read. The defense was there ready to stop him. Tackle for loss.
On second down, Richardson. Who else? Another catch for his favorite target. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Looking to throw, Richardson. And this one is caught by Pierce. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a 4th down decision to make.
Coming open is Pierce. It's on target. And he's going to have a Colts first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
On first down, it's Richardson.
They couldn't quite connect there on that short pass, Mike, and I just think it's worth reminding everyone how different the concepts are down here in the red zone than what the rest of the game plan calls for in the normal part of the field.
They'll try again here, 2nd and 10. There's that man again, another catch. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. Richardson operating from the pistol. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So instead of celebrating a touchdown, he's just heading back to his huddle trying to keep his head up as everyone kind of looks at him sideways. If that ball hits your hands at this level, you've just got to make the catch. That's what your quarterback's counting on. That's what your teammates are counting on. Frankly, that's what this entire stadium's counting on.
And that's not going to work. The defense comes up with a 4th down, 4th quarter stand, and forces a turnover on downs.
And this is a tricky call for this coach. A field goal doesn't do you a lot of good, but a touchdown does. So I don't hate the call, but great job by this defense coming up with a stand and getting the ball back.
Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. We'll see how they want to attack things here, backed up deep in their own end. It's 1st and 10. That'll be caught by the running back, Warren. He's still on his feet. A big connection to flip the field as they get across midfield on that one.
We see so many wide receivers in today's NFL that almost resemble more of a running back style. When they get the ball in their hands, not only are they able to pick up big yards, they're able to fight through tackles and make people miss. That's an element that a lot of offenses are searching for. Takes a lot of pressure off the quarterback.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. They go play action now. Oh, no chance to get rid of that ball. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
To play in the NFL, you got to have a short-term memory because regardless of whether the previous play was good or bad, they're going to line up and snap it again. In this case, really nice job bouncing back. They put the bad play behind them, forced the sack in the ensuing play, and they're right back on track.
Out of the gun, it's Wilson. Quick throw on target to Pickens. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Now Wilson. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's out of bounds all the way inside the 15-yard line. They get the conversion in a big way. That's good for 29 yards.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything.
Oh, they got the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Zaire Franklin.
All right, Mike, file this play away. If they're able to hold on and pull this game out, we're going to look back on this as the pivotal moment of this game. Oftentimes, it takes that one big moment to sway the outcome of a game, and no bigger play than a pick deep inside your own red zone.
The home team's offense and Anthony Richardson getting ready for their next drive. And we show you some of the highlights, and there have been plenty to choose from. 3 touchdown passes and some other big-time throws as well. Certainly dialed in and on top of his game right throughout this one. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. They'll stick to the ground. Oh, short gain there to about the 22. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll run. Just refusing to go down. He winds up with a gain of 7.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll keep it on the ground. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
3rd and short. You think the defense has everybody packed in there real tight. So as a play caller, you're thinking, all right, let's give my running back a chance to stretch and cut. But this defense was ready for all of it. They string him out wide. Nowhere to cut. Take him down for a loss.
The Colts about to kick this one away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Here's Austin to return. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Steelers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense has really had their way so far, intercepting him twice, forced into a number of bad throws, and generally the D has just made it tough to operate all game long. From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Now Russ. He'll He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
I think he just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot.
They need 8 as they come up for third down. Wilson. He's got his man. It's Pickens. 12 yards on that hookup. That's a Steeler first down.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the fourth quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that third down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up first downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. At this stage in the fourth quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up third down.
Just a great example of not only the anticipation, but the instincts to go break that pass up, Mike. You can see he's clearly looking at the quarterback's eyes. And once that ball was delivered, he's just attacking it and breaking it up.
A terrific run there. He's finally taken down at the 25-yard line.
This is the point in the game, Mike, where on third down, you have to get off the field, and they do a great job. They defend everything in the pass routes, nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, but they don't keep him in the pocket. They let him escape, picks up the first down with his legs. They're going to be able to run more time off the clock.
So, 2 minutes to play here in the second half. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. They send Freiermuth, the tight end, in motion. A give, and here comes Harris. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's second down. And we'll see a timeout used by the defense, stopping it right out of the break. 1:57 to go in the game. On the handoff, it's Harris. Whistles here. We have another stoppage. Timeout called by the defense with 1:53 remaining. Converted twice on third down already on this drive. Now can they do it for a third time? On the ground, this is Harris. The Colts will signal for their third and final timeout as they'll discuss what's to come as fourth down is looming. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his tight end. That's Freiermuth. And he's in. Pat Prior move. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Boswell now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here's Gould on the return. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Colts offense ready to see what they can do. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That one complete to Pierce. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line.
It's been tough sledding for this offense all day today, Mike, but especially here in the second half. So they are just in desperate need of a spark, just something to get their offense into a little bit of a rhythm if they want to have any chance to find themselves back into this game here late.
And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
We've seen this quarterback have some effective plays with his legs all game today, Mike. He knows when to stay in there and look to pass, but he also knows when it's time to tuck it and go, and he's able to pick up good yardage there.
They'll drop to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll take a deep shot for downs. And that is incomplete.
So, of course, you prefer to connect on that throw, but think about it like this, Mike. The more they continue to test this defense downfield, the more it's going to open up some of those shorter passes underneath.
This is a tough spot. 3rd down and 10. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Here's a deep shot for Pierce.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Here's 1st and 10. Victory formation here as he's down to a knee. So this one, a win for the visiting Steelers. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say good night from Indianapolis.